Well. This is mad. It's mad. Not gonna lie to you guys. Introducing Graham Potter sacked. Yes. Yes, people. Welcome to another Chelsea live stream. Not done one in quite a long time, but we do have some big breaking news that happened nearly an hour ago. Sorry that I'm late, but your boy had to break his fast. So we are here now. Graham Potter has been sacked by Chelsea. I'm sure many of you guys are very happy. Some of you guys might be sad. You know, people like Carlito, Matt, Alfred, these guys, they're not going to be happy with what's happening. They wanted Graham Potter to stay, but he is going. We're going to wait for more people to tune in. We've got some guests coming on, of course, as well. But I'm a bit surprised it happened now. I'm a bit surprised it happened at this time, like around, I think it was about 8 o'clock, 8:20 p.m. UK time on a Sunday. Literally just after I was breaking my fast. So maybe they were fasting themselves. But this is huge, people. This is massive. This is big. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments, man. Let me know. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, everything. If you're happy that Graham Potter is gone, like the video. Big up everyone that's tuning in. Shaq, salam, man. Hope you're good. Got Carlito in the building. Mr. Carlito.
Yeah, Matt and I were doing the podcast.
I know,
and the
man,
last
I
thing,
know.
this is unbelievable. And the last thing that we discussed was I said Potter is going to be fired today. And Matt said, no, definitely not. And then as soon as we stopped, 2 minutes after we stopped the podcast, Graham Potter was fired. So I don't know whether I'm Nostradamus or Nostradamus, but I get these things right from time to time. I definitely do. And this
Who's
one
your sources, man? Who's your sources?
My big fat brain. That's what my source is. And dude, I mean, it was like out of a movie. Matt and I, we went back onto the pod. We did an extra 10 minutes, and
I'm gonna be putting that together.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, like Edward Scissorhands, putting it all together. But it was surreal. It was surreal. I mean, Sadiq, every time a manager gets sacked, it's always a shock. I mean, even if we knew this dude was his days were numbered, it's always a shock, and it's never a good thing. It's embarrassing that we have fired 2 managers in one season, but he had to go, dude. He had to go because I don't know what it was, but I got the inclination that, like, dude, he wasn't even taking the job seriously. Like, it seemed like it didn't even affect him. And I'm sitting over here pulling my hair out. You're over here fasting and not drinking water, and you're losing your mind. And everybody's like, how is this guy not caring the way that we do? And it really bothered me. It really did.
Yeah, I mean, look, obviously we'll discuss about him properly. Some of these other reports coming out with it have kind of annoyed me. There was one that said players are shocked. Shocked about what? Surprised about what? Like, I don't understand. What are they surprised about? I mean, I'm talking about this report, if you know. I don't understand how these guys just put out what they want. And no one can say anything. They just say whatever they want. It's so frustrating, Carlito. So frustrating, bro. TalkSport come out with that report. Very frustrating. But Graham Potter has been sacked around 8 p.m., 8:20 p.m. UK time. Fired. How much? We bought him for how much? Like 21 million, I think it was.
Yeah.
It had to be done, people. It had to be done. Well, we've got many managers interested in this job, I'm sure.
Feroz! Oh, look at this! Look at this guy! Look at Farad!
I think it's a fake account.
Farad!
No, I think it's a fake account. I don't think it's him.
We're in the home stretch, the final innings of Erling Haaland to Chelsea. The home stretch. Last innings, bottom of the ninth. This fraud.
417.
Hey, I gotta ask you this question, dude, because PYS, really good aggregator. He put this out, and I want to get your opinion on this. Telegraph Sport understands stunned and worried Chelsea players contacted their representatives on Sunday night, many having found out by the club statement. Sadiq, what is going on?
Some bullshit, fam. Hey, listen, these news. This is what I'm talking about, Carlito. I don't understand it, bro. How can they just report on these things and say these things? How?
Look, okay, it's from Matt Law. Matt Law said this. Now, Pice
Matt
is
Law
just
say this?
aggregating, but what?
Matt Law definitely said this.
Yes. I will look, I will send this to your DMs right now. Okay.
Yeah, forgive my laptop. It's a bit slow in it, but I believe. No, listen, I believe you. I'm just a bit surprised with the way these things come out because it sounded like Matt Law was talking yesterday in terms of he might be given until Madrid to show what he can do before he's under pressure, but it looked like it's gone a bit mad. Am I dancing yet? Yes. I mean, I can't dance right now, but yeah, I'm very, very happy. I can tell you that for sure. As I said at the start of the stream, Carlito, Alfred, these guys are kind of sad about Potter. They wanted Lukaku with Potter next season.
It's
And
fraud. It's fraud. I said no such thing.
and it's a shame.
Sadiq is a professional troll.
It's a shame. But honestly, Carlito, who do you want next?
Jose Mourinho.
Seriously?
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
If
I was
you
watching.
Oh, go on.
I was watching Football's Greatest, which it's like a mini documentary series. They have it on YouTube. They did it for players. They did it for managers. And for me, yeah, I mean, I would actually want Jose Mourinho back. Now, that will not happen. I think that they're going to hire Julian Nagelsmann, but I got to say, I would love Mourinho back just for the fire, the attitude, the arrogance, that fuck you mentality, man. I mean, I loved it from him. And if he still has anything left in the tank, I would like to give it another go. And I know he wants to come back to Chelsea, but whether or not that actually happens is another thing. But Mourinho would be my guy. I love him.
Yeah, Mourinho. Look, that's like me saying bring back Conte, but
absolutely not. Andrew, what's up, dude?
What's going on?
Happy Potter Independence Day, my friends.
Potter Independence Day.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a take.
I went for I'm watching the wrestling later, so I went for a nap. You know what I mean? And I thought nothing was going to happen. And I wake up and like my phone's on silent. It was like notification. Thought, what the hell's happened? And he's gone. And I didn't think they were going to pull the trigger. I really didn't think they were going to do it. Well, I wanted them to because obviously I don't rate him and we needed a change. I thought what was key though is when you got the report yesterday that the players were not wanting him anymore. We got that report yesterday because we didn't have that in previous weeks. We didn't have that. We had like PR interviews. Oh, he's good and he's a good coach and stuff like that. But as soon as that was reported yesterday, I thought maybe we're in the end game. But I didn't think they'd do it actually on a Sunday night. It was Conte last week and now freaking Potter this week. What is it with Sunday night?
And Rodgers as well.
Rodgers, yeah. What is it with Sunday firings, man? Day of rest, man. Come on. What is it?
Must be a friend.
You know what I mean?
No rest for the wicked, Andrew.
I'm a bit concerned though that his staff are staying back because they're part of the issue as well. So
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? It's like with like Stellini and that staying at Tottenham, it's still the same people coaching, which is I don't know. Maybe just for the Liverpool game, and then they'll get the manager sorted out after that or something like that. I don't know, but because we still got Real Madrid coming up, so I don't want a caretaker like what Bruno Saltori, whatever his name is, in charge going away to the Bernabeu. Do you know what I mean? We need to get a manager in now, and I think it will be Nagelsmann. I'm not really believing this thing. He's going to wait till the summer. I just don't believe that. Especially with Vivell probably driving things right now. I'd be pretty surprised if they haven't actually got a deal lined up.
It's going to be similar to. I mean, we're going to get more wins, but it's going to be frustrating at times.
The issue is this: if you can see changes in terms of things happening, like positive changes, if you can see it, because Tuchel, you saw a change within 24 hours of Tuchel taking over, right? Whatever it was, there was a change there. If you can see it more times than not, you will accept when it doesn't happen during a game or maybe a negative result. if you see the same thing constantly happening, but it goes into negative results or not a lot of changes, then that's when you don't accept it. That's the thing. So I hope now they learn from not giving. I hope they give Nagelsmann if it is not the next manager, whoever it is, a 2+1 deal, not like a 5-year deal. I think, or they don't pay him as much. One of the others. Do you know what I mean? I hope they learn from that. Because that'll be key as well. But yeah, I'm happy that he's gone. I'm happy all year. I'm happy he's gone. I'm sad it failed. If you understand what I'm saying, because I don't like when managers get sacked because it means that it's failed somewhere. You know what I mean? Something's failed on or off the pitch, and that's not good. Listen, this is what the infrastructure was bought in for stuff like this. They didn't have it in the summer. That's why Potter was chosen. If the infrastructure was in there in the summer, Potter would not have been our manager ever at Chelsea, I believe. I just don't believe he would have been chosen, or they would have come to that decision. But we move on now, and now we got to we've got Liverpool, Wolves, and Real Madrid. So
just quickly to add as well. After the Villa game, I don't know if you guys watched my video earlier, but I said the amount of spare tickets that come for Liverpool on the Chelsea website was shocking, especially for a kind of a big game. I was very, very surprised. But since the announcement, those tickets are selling.
I said that casually last night. You think of the atmosphere yesterday, if they got rid of them, the atmosphere on Tuesday will be totally different now. It'll be totally different now. Listen, will there still be negative? Yeah, because we're not playing well. We're in 11th, of course, but it won't be. I don't think it'll be as toxic now because the club have made a decision now. They've made the decision to get rid of him. It's now about. The thing about me with managers, it's not about whether you fire a manager. It's who you replace them with. That's the most important thing.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? Like we let Sarri go, replace him with Frank. You know how that went up. But then we replaced him with Tuchel. Good thing. But then we replaced him with Potter. Not. So you have to get it right. And this is why you bring in someone like, you hire these guys, these technical directors to help you make that decision. Because essentially you only want the owners to sign off when they've given like whatever information of why this person should be the manager. So, but yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
I think part of the issue, at least for me, I mean, you guys know what my personality is like, and the people that I'm attracted to have assertive personalities, and because when you speak with them, you believe them, right? You even if they're bullshitting, you believe them. And it's just with Potter, man, his attitude, it was so subdued. I can't even imagine his team talks where he's just like, yeah, we're going to go out there and everybody's going to be emotionally intelligent and, you know, we're going to have a great time and it's going to be a spiritual journey together. And I'm like, fuck, bro. If you talk like that to me before a game, my attitude will just be placid. I will be snoozing out there. But if you bring in a guy like Jose Mourinho or maybe even a Nagelsmann who has got a fiery attitude, you bring in someone like that, the guys get up for the games. You could just tell it. It was a reflection of the manager's attitude. The players' attitudes were a reflection of the manager's attitude. And it's not okay. It's not okay that I have to question whether or not the manager and the players care. It's not okay. It's not. They get paid way too much money for this shit.
I kept saying, it's like, every guy, they've tried their best. I'm pretty convinced that's what he told them every game. It's okay, you tried your best. I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm serious. It's like, it's okay. You guys are great. You tried your best. Stuff like that. There's no like reprimands or like going, Jesus Christ, you know, we need to. I don't want him like throwing him under a bus in public. That's not good. But like behind doors, like kick him up the butt. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. But I don't think that's his personality. I really don't. It's old will try. There's no
just quickly as well, Carlito. Yeah. I'm gonna mention this because you know I'm a massive fan of Ben Jacobs, and I correct me if I'm wrong. I might get this wrong. I might get the words wrong. We were told by him that he will get at least the Liverpool game to manage Potter.
So, yeah, I mean, then it was a false report, and that happens. And I'm sure that I will bring it up when he comes on. I'll bring it up and I'll talk to him about it. I'm not afraid of bringing that shit up. But here's another one, dude. Here's another one. This is not good, because this is where you have the players just not respecting the guy. Okay, it says Miguel Delaney reports that many of the players had names for Graham Potter based on his wizard namesake, and there were repeated there were repeated references to Quidditch. Some had to look up his name when he was appointed Chelsea.
I knew that. They don't know.
Oh my days.
Dog, they didn't respect him. And it showed. Like you can just tell. Like if you've lost your dressing room, I lost it one time because it was with a U17 team, and I was like, I am done, right? And you could tell you know when you're speaking on deaf ears to players, and I guess whether he had self-awareness or not, I mean, if the fans can tell that your players do not respect you, and he can't tell, there's something wrong there. But this is just not good, man. It's not good.
Yeah, it's mad. But I always wonder why do all these news come out after the statement?
Because
people are holding on to the information.
Yeah. Because you're safe to release it.
Yeah.
If you say it before, then you might lose what, and he stays on. You might lose whatever.
Yeah, the link. Yeah.
Inside you have or something to get like, stories or interviews. You always release it afterwards. Stuff like that. I think the key one was really like Matt Law started coming out last. It was really key last night. So we were on casually. It was like Matt Law released a statement saying, "Oh, he's got into a Real Madrid, but like the results before, if that changes, he might not have it." But then about half an hour. Then we got they're having meetings and stuff like that, and then the players one came out, like the players don't like him essentially. I'm abbreviating, but the players don't want him essentially. As soon as that releases, as soon as someone releases that, because that's the first time, you're done. You're done. It's that same with Tuchel. Even though I believe a very small percentage was the footballing reason why it was Tuchel, was other stuff, but. The same with Lampard. It's the same. It's the same with any manager. As soon as they release something about the players turning on, not just one or two, like the whole dressing room, essentially they said, then you're done. You are done. And it was literally dead man walking. And I thought they weren't going to do it because I thought they might have a clause in the contract about the Champions League, whether we qualify next year or not, and then it lessens the compensation or whatever. But then again, we don't have to pay his compensation right away. I mean, unless we do, like because Alan Pardew signed an 8-year contract, Newcastle only stopped paying him like a year and a half ago or something like that. David Moyes left in 2014, and they stopped paying him in 2020. Manchester United, compensation. And he still worked. So it's like you don't have to pay it all at once. You can pay it over a certain amount of years. So.
Yeah. No, that's how it works. Definitely.
Sindra, how are we?
Good. Like, surprised that the news came out so soon after the game. I was expecting maybe after Liverpool, but to be fair, it was like I also like I wanted like a lot of people on the party to succeed. But it was time. I feel like because we weren't getting better, like the result wasn't there. So it was probably time for him to go, and I think Chelsea wasn't the right level for Potter. Of course, the owners admired him, but it wasn't the right fit. And sometimes you like makes the wrong decision, and Potter was the wrong decision from the owners.
Hey, Sidra, PYS just said that Potter could join Leicester.
Well, I think that would be. I think Leicester is like. I think it's a little bit above Brighton. Yeah, that's just my opinion, but it's below the highest level of the top clubs in English football, and I think that's his level. I'm just curious to see Are we going to stick with an interim manager for the rest of the season, or are we
His
going to?
staff. We're sticking with his staff, man. I don't know.
That's not good.
Or David
Well,
Ornstein just tweeted out, Potter will receive regular severance unrelated to remaining duration of 5-year contract signed with Chelsea. Most of the staff to remain at Chelsea until exhaustive process to recruit new head coach to complete or is completed. So
I don't think it's that hard. I think we're going to hire Nagelsmann.
I don't think it's an exhaustive process.
I mean, exhaustive. That's such a buzzword.
That's
that's
all
PR.
be a long one. Yeah.
That's PR. I think they already know they want to hire him.
Sorry, we've got Real Madrid coming up. We cannot go into Bernabeu with this Bruno dude as the caretaker manager.
I agree with you.
It's just, I mean,
it's stupid.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw this, my first, of course, because of this player that I'm about to mention, my first inclination was, oh shit, does that mean Mason Mount is back in the team?
Oh, that could be. That actually could be.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Dead serious. It's the first thing I went to. In my mind, I was like, oh my God, Mount's going to get another chance. Here we go.
I hope the next manager we sign doesn't include probably gives Mount some game time, but doesn't stick with him. Because
I think you just got to, whatever it is, everyone's got a clean slate essentially.
Yeah.
No matter how you feel about the players.
Yeah, and I hope
they have though. They've got a clean slate. They have.
It's April. I mean, I hear you, Andrew,
but what I'm saying is, listen, I think he'll still leave. What I'm saying is, if he starts playing a bit more regularly, you won't. Everyone's got a clean slate because it's a new thing. It happens all the time. Do you know what I
mean? Did you see what everyone's posting after the game? They were talking about Mason Mount, the only player to go to the fans after the game.
I saw that.
Yeah. That's just ridiculous. Like, who cares?
Yeah,
who was there? You know what I mean?
He gets so disingenuous by Mount. I know what game he's playing. That is to patronize and placate the fans. And the worse he plays, the more fervently he claps. He's like that former Dallas Cowboys coach. Who was that, Andrew?
Jimmy.
Jason Garrett. That was the clapper.
No, right? Colito. He's just basically Graham Potter.
Yeah, I mean, I don't buy that for a second, man. I know exactly what you're doing. I know exactly what you're doing.
He's just doing that to please the fans, and fair enough. Why waste the energy to talk about a player who hasn't played in last? I think
I got to shoot because KFC's about to start.
Yeah, do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
I gotta go to the gym. See you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Just me and Syndrome, man.
Yeah.
Just the two of us.
Yeah. Nice hoodie, by the way.
Yeah, nice hoodie for you, bro. We're both matching.
I have the Enzo cap as well.
Oh, you got a cap as well on it? I forgot. Where is it? Guys, check out the new merch, man. I've got the day one, just WorldWideChels plain with the hat WorldWideChels, but Syndra's got the better one. He's got the Enzo hat WorldWideChels, of course, and the Enzo jumper, people. Check it out. Website below right now.
I can't believe rival fans are so jealous because we signed Mudryk. He isn't scoring and stuff like that, but we didn't sign him for the moment.
No, but he was bad yesterday. He was bad.
Fair enough. He's still young. He still needs to learn how to take his chances and have a little more composure. I didn't see the chances he missed, or at least because
I'm gonna send them to you. When you see it, you understand.
Yeah, I've seen clips of them afterwards, on Twitter. But fair enough. They were some bad misses, but a lot of our players are missing. I would say as bad as well.
True. Felix.
I think he just needs more. He just needs to adapt more to the Premier League. He needs more game time. And he just needs more confidence, and all of that comes with game time at the time. So I think Mudryk, with a new coach, for example, say we sign Nagelsmann, give him, I would say he will really shine next season. I genuinely believe that Mudryk will be one of our like biggest players next season if we have the right coach.
Let's get through this season first, bro.
Yeah, yeah, of course. But I'm wondering which
We might get Rodgers. We might get Rodgers.
I don't want Brandon. Like I don't think he wants to come to Chelsea. I think he have I think he mislikes Chelsea with the way they treated him before and stuff like that, and therefore I don't think he will come here. But like Zidane, Nagelsmann, of course Nagelsmann is a favorite because we have Vivell, who has worked with with Nagelsmann before at
Yeah.
Leipzig.
Yeah. Very true.
And we have like I told my dad earlier after I saw the news about Porto was like, we have an owner who I think really admires and wants to kind of build a similar kind of structure to how the Red Bull group is working. And therefore, of course, he's not a Red Bull product of a manager. He's not that. He was made in Hoffenheim and stuff like that. He is a Hoffenheim product. That's his first club.
Yeah.
But he has worked under, I think it was like 2 to 3 years in the Leipzig structure. So why not go for someone who's worked with Vivell, so they have a connection already, and someone who's worked in a structure that the owners now want to resemble. He is, in my opinion, kind of the perfect fit because it just fits together, and I hope he does well because he wasn't bad at Bayern. He still won them a league and league double stuff. I think no, he didn't win them a Champions League. That was Flick who did. But he's still a good manager. Like haven't lost. He didn't lose a game in the Champions League. Only conceded 2 goals. Wasn't his best performance in the league this year because they weren't like dominating league that they're used to. So of course Bayern have their standards, and therefore they're gonna say that okay, if you aren't working out in the league and stuff like that, then they are gonna sack him. And Tuchel was available. Like Tuchel is probably a step up from Nagelsmann because we know, like as Chelsea fans, we know how good Tuchel was, and how
Yeah.
and how good it was, and therefore it's an upgrade for Bayern. But I would say Nagelsmann is already an upgrade on Potter, and Nagelsmann is even. Don't forget Nagelsmann is also younger than Potter, as well.
That's another good one as well. The thing is though, yeah, I think many people will disagree with me on this, but I'm more of someone. I want someone that can just hit the ground running. You know, your typical Jose or your Luis Enrique or your Contes or your, maybe in Poch. I know he hasn't won trophies. I get that, but he's someone that I felt was a very, very good manager and took Tottenham to the next level.
He won some trophies in PSG, by the way, but he didn't win the bigger trophies. He still lost out on the league to Lille and stuff like that. But that Lille side was good.
Quite good.
Quite good, yeah.
They were quite good. Who was the striker again?
Osimhen.
Osimhen,
yeah. He signed from like a Belgium club. No, he signed from Wolfsburg after he was out on loan to a Belgium club, and then he won on the league title, and now he's dominating in Serie A. Even though, did you see that Napoli lost 4-0 today to Milan?
Did they?
Yeah, 4-0. Yeah.
Which Milan? Inter or AC Milan?
AC.
Wait, and who's playing the Champions League together? Napoli and who? While Sindra brings that up, guys in the comments, man. Yeah, listen, I'm someone that I want that short-term success back, man. This project stuff, I don't know if I can handle it, bro. Because even look at Julian coming in. Yes, he'll be better than Potter. We'll get more wins, but I think we'll struggle. He wasn't perfect at Bayern, man.
Hey, Sadiq. it's Milan versus Napoli in the Champions League as well.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what you thought. Yeah,
4-0
and Milan today won 4-0 in the league against Napoli,
at home.
away from home.
Nah.
Yeah, yeah.
Something must
In
have happened. Something must have happened.
AC was home. Like roughly out with 2 goals. Brahim Diaz and then Alexis Salzmakers with another one.
That's absolutely crazy. That's a shock. I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah.
didn't hear anything about that, but I'll check it very shortly.
Well, apparently, I don't know, but I think Victor Osman probably was injured because he wasn't playing.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it was Kvaratskhelia, Simeone, and Politano up front. But still, but to be fair, I don't think Napoli will lose the title. They're still like 16 points ahead of Lazio is second. I'm surprised about that.
Yeah, but second to fourth is very tight. I'm sure within like
Yeah,
4 points.
it's 4 points between second and second. It's 5 points between second and fourth.
Where's Roma?
Fifth. They're 5 points between second and fifth. It's Roma in fifth place with 50. Inter with 50 as well in fourth place. Milan with 51 in third place, and Lazio with 55 in second place. And then there is 21 points from, and there's 16 points from second to first.
Guys, everyone tuned in, man. Keep liking the video. If you're happy, Graham Potter is gone from Chelsea. Like the video. Varna wants Conte in. You know, I wouldn't really mind Conte as well. That would bring my username back. Conte tweets back in the days. But yeah, it's gonna be. There's gonna be a lot of rumors, man. Next 5 days, it's gonna be hectic.
I personally think we're going to get Julian Nagelsmann. That's just because of how well he fits with all of it. And I know some people, like, we've tried now this season with like this project and this long-termism, if you can call it that. But if we just give up with that and go back to the way we used to do with under Abramovich, we don't succeed with it. We just quit. Like, you can't give up on something that will probably, of course, in the short term, it will mean that we will probably be like an Arsenal and United for now. But in the long term, we can become like maybe an old Manchester United under Sir Alex Ferguson. Of course, I'm not saying Nagelsmann will ever reach Sir Alex Ferguson level, but or even Arsene Wenger, but those teams is something. If you want to look at long-term managers, that those two teams are a good example of how well you can do with one certain manager and just give the manager what they want and stick with them. Of course, Chelsea, I think, still is the most successful club in the like after the century switch because of how we did on Abramovich, but we never got a solid run. Like, we won a league title here and there. We haven't won a league title for now 7 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time, my friend.
Yeah.
How old were you?
7 years. I was 13 when we last won the league in 16-17, or 13-14 if you want to look at it that way. 6-7 years ago. So I would love that. I would love for the of course, for the owners to do that. Oh yeah, I would love a long-term manager, and of course that we dominate the Premier League like a City now for last, who has won like the last 5 league titles in last 6 years, and stuff like that. I would love that. I would love that we dominate in Europe and consistently gets to like a semi-final or final. And I believe that if we
We're
stick
still
to
gonna win Champions League, bro.
like, it depends on who we get. Like, if
We're
we
gonna win
stick,
Champions League.
but if we stick with an Inter manager, we're not going to the Champions League.
No. There's no way we're going to go to Real Madrid with an interim manager.
Yeah, I believe that
No
as well.
way.
Yeah.
Someone's definitely coming in. I think it will be Julian, but I would have preferred someone.
Who can hit
with
the
ex-
right? Yeah,
proper
but you
experience.
you never know how well Nagelsmann can do it. Like Nagelsmann can get the hit the ground running, like
Yeah,
you
but he
said.
underachieved with Bayern, man.
I wouldn't say underachieved.
He did, man. With that Bayern team, bro. Even you'll do better.
I wouldn't say that. Yes, yes, you can say that. Yes, they lost to a Villarreal in I think in the quarterfinal of the Champions League, but sometimes it's a luck of the draw, and sometimes you have to be lucky to win the Champions League. Like it's because of the away goals that have now been removed. It's like a one-off game. Like if you lose the first leg 1-0, look at us. We lost the game. We lost the first leg against Dortmund 1-0. What did we do? We beat them at home 2-0 and went through.
Yeah, thanks
So
to Graham Potter, and now we've sacked him.
yeah, like Potter did well in the Champions League under us. I think I don't. Did we lose a game under Potter in the Champions League?
I don't think we did.
I don't think we did. So, and don't forget, Potter had never managed in Champions League.
yeah,
So
that's another thing.
if we didn't lose a game in the Champions League, I don't think we even drew a game. Apart from the Dortmund game, of course, we lost that. But that's like Potter still has a really high percentage of a win rate in the Champions League.
Yeah.
If we will ever manage a Champions League game again, we never know.
Apparently, Julian, news is happening, people. We're hearing we could be appointing this manager very, very soon. I don't think it will be before Liverpool, but I think it will be
After
Liverpool.
Prob-
It could be next weekend.
yeah, probably for next. Yeah, probably for the Wolves game then.
I say Thursday, and then he'll get the training session in.
What's all that both our new German managers, their first games are against Wolverhampton.
Oh yeah,
First Tuchel, and then Nagelsmann. What are the odds?
I actually didn't think of that. Yeah, we've got Wolves.
I just thought about that just now.
Guys, we had Wolves against Tuchel. That means the draw's coming, people. But we're gonna win the Champions League.
Nah, if Nagelsmann comes in, because Bayern hasn't been that bad offensively, I think, this season. They have been struggling defensively under Nagelsmann.
Yeah. Big up Mohammed, man. Big up Ryan, Blade Runner, Born Great. Make sure you guys keep liking the video. Let me know if you're happy with Graham Potter's going. Varna, like the video, man. For 17, hurry up, you fraud, man. You joining or not, man?
Bayern scored 72 goals under Nagelsmann in 25 games.
Really?
Yeah, because I like the Bayern have now scored 76 points, no goals, but don't forget they would just beat Dortmund 4-2. So I'm taking away the last game, so it's 25 games and 72 goals. I would love. We haven't scored I think over like 60 goals in so many, like 3 or 4 seasons now.
Yeah. We're also -1 goal difference in the league, which is crazy.
It's we haven't had after we sold Abraham, we have to have a striker or even a player hit 15 goals plus a season.
Lukaku.
No, even Lukaku didn't hit 16 goals. I'm talking about the Premier League.
You want to Lukaku at this football club, man. I don't understand. You, Alfred, Carlito, Fraud 17, Tuchel Ball. You all want to Lukaku at this football club.
I just thought at the time, after how he played at Inter and how well he played under Conte.
That's not the real reason. That's not the real reason. The real reason is because you thought he was the next Didier Drogba.
No. Like I didn't really watch Lukaku at Chelsea before, because in like when he first signed for them, like I really didn't think he was the next Drogba. I just thought that he had, at the time, he had Premier League experience. He had played in West Brom, did really well there. He played for us. He played for United. Was decent. I'm not saying
Before
it was.
Everton.
Yeah, I was going to Everton because Everton was his most prolific spell as a striker. But he was you can't say that he wasn't bad at United. He was decent at United. He scored like 20. He was the first player in like many seasons to score over 20 goals. In like, I think it was a 16, 17, 8, 17, 18 season. He scored like 21 or 22 goals in the league.
What, for United?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
I can double check.
I'm gonna pull you up on that. Oh
Yeah.
my days, this guy actually joined. Hey, this
Yo.
fraud. What's going on?
How's it going, guys?
How you been?
Not too bad, man. You know, just
How's
chilling.
life?
It's good. It's better today after the departure of our manager, I guess, former
Yeah.
manager.
Yeah. I'd like to say something to you publicly. I would like to challenge you to a charity boxing match.
I have to decline
Why?
because I broke my elbow last year and I had surgery. So
Oh yeah, I saw those posts, man. Even
yeah,
though I don't follow you, I did see those posts. Everyone keeps retweeting you on my timeline. Unfortunately, you're a famous guy.
of
But
course.
everything well though, yeah. Has it got
Yeah,
better?
yeah, yeah. Everything is good, you know, Ramadan and stuff. But well, how are you guys taking the news of Potter?
Yeah, I mean we've been waiting for it for quite a while now. As I was saying earlier in the video, tickets were coming on sale like so much because everyone's angry. But now they're selling like crazy.
Yeah.
Which is bad. But
To go back to what we were talking to go back
Yeah.
to what we were talking about. So the most prolific season at United, he scored 15 goals in the league.
Yeah, I told you he did not score over 20 goals. There is
Who?
no way Lukaku.
Oh, Lukaku. Yeah, I thought he was gonna score 40 goals.
High, but
Yeah.
he scored. But to be fair, he scored 25 goals in the league at Everton, though.
Yeah,
In
Everton
36
is very, very
games.
good. Very good player at Everton. He even
Yeah,
destroyed Chelsea.
but don't
a couple times.
forget, don't forget also some of the statistics that I heard at the time, that he his goals. Okay, of course, his goals came Everton. Most of the goals he scored, they were actually winning, and therefore, if you subtract all of Lukaku's goals, they would still do as well in the league.
Yeah.
But of course,
Just quickly as
I
well.
would
Just one more
I-
one more thing first. One more thing, sorry. Where's Ali, man? Where is he?
Ali, Fatur, and I, you know, we all like having conversations. But
Yeah.
nah, he's doing good. He's busy with his work and stuff, you know. But it's crazy what happened today, man. Like I
Yeah,
guess
no.
we all expected,
Yeah,
Potter
no,
to go,
definitely.
but at the same time we didn't expect it. I think one reason why I feel like the club was really hesitant, even though the owners do have big egos, which they should, considering like everything they've accomplished, not in football but in general. I feel like because of how much it was going to cost, because it cost him like 20-25 million for us to get him from Brighton, and now sacking him will be like a lot of money as well, and the whole thing with the FFP. I feel like the club was slightly worried about that, but the fact that the loss yesterday was just, in terms of how we
humiliating.
played, I wouldn't say it was bad because we had so many chances, but
Yeah,
the
we
fact
did,
that
yeah.
like so many supporters, including myself, were just like, nah, this is it. Like this was the final nail in the coffin. And of
Scroll.
course
Mm-hmm.
we all were like, is it gonna happen? No, it's not. We wished for it, and then out of nowhere, just like, you know, it just got announced, which is ridiculous. And that's why I'm like, yo, I have to go on someone's stream. And of course, you know, I saw you online, so I had to see what's up.
I mean, how long has it
Like-
been for us?
I think right before the Club World Cup.
Oh, yeah, that's over a year ago. Yeah, it's a year
Yeah.
and 2 months, I think.
Hold on. Ali wants the link. 1 second.
Oh no, not Ali, man. I want. You better be civil and normal, you know.
Yeah, no, of
Otherwise,
course.
I want to get onto him.
Ah.
But
Now,
I have a question for both of you.
mhm.
I'm not gonna ask who do you guys think is gonna come. It looks like one.
Mourinho.
Okay, I was gonna ask who do you want? Who do you
Yeah,
want?
Mourinho.
Mourinho?
I'm tired. I'm tired of this project waiting long game. I just want results now, and I
I
think because we got new ownership, it'll be backed more than what Roman would have done if he won the league.
I think I kind of want now Nagelsmann with how the new owners are gonna operate, and with Vivell and everything. It looks like Nagelsmann. Kind of want Nagelsmann. I think he's a good coach. Been like he's probably one of the most highly rated up and coming coaches there is. He's been in the game now for 6-7 years. After he started, I think it was at Hoffenheim, and I think that he could really do well at Chelsea. And don't forget, we get like Nkunku, and we're building like a young team, and therefore would kind of need, I wouldn't say a young coach as well, but someone who is more experienced with working with younger people. Like Mourinho is a good coach. I don't think he will leave Roma. I think he loves Roma at the moment. Loves the city and everything about Roma, and of course he loves Chelsea. But I don't think it's the right time to hire Mourinho, and I don't think he feels it's the right time to go back to Chelsea.
You never know. He might bring Tammy Abraham back.
Ah, please, no. I would rather spend 30 extra million on Victor Osimhen than spend 70 million on Abraham, because
We got a
Osimhen is,
buyback clause. That's why.
yeah, we got the buyback clause of like 70 million,
Mm. How
but
much did we sell him for?
like 40.
Oh,
But
that's-
like instead of like we sold him for 40, instead of going 30 million in a loss on him by selling him back, why not spend that 30 million we will just lose on him already with another 30 million on Victor Osimhen, who actually is capable of scoring goals in the Serie A.
or get them their favorite Lukaku swap deal. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah,
He will be back.
you never know what Napoli wants.
Yeah, I mean he'll be back this summer. Just like Feroz is back today. You know, people come back here and there. Listen, Feroz, I am going to end in a few minutes. Is he going to be coming, or is he?
No. He's busy right now. He was gonna watch, but he said he cannot join right now. But
Oh, okay, cool.
he's willing to run a stream next time if you're free.
Oh, no, it's next time. Next time. We got Liverpool next. We'll wrap up with Liverpool. What's your score predictions for this game, people? Since we've got no manager now.
Ooh, that's a good question.
I mean, we still got Potter's staff, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The bald head guy.
I don't think we'll lose as much as another bald head guy's team against Liverpool. Because don't forget, they won 7-0 at Anfield. We are playing at Stamford Bridge. Of course, I'm saying we're good at Stamford Bridge because we're terrible there as well at the moment. I think 2-1 to Liverpool.
Who's MJ? Who's this? Oh, hello.
Who's this?
I have no idea, bro. I thought it was
It's because you
Feroz's friend.
posted the link in chat, right? So people are gonna go.
I was thinking, what? Anyway, yeah, look, Sinjay, it's a fair one. Feroz, what about you? What's your prediction?
I think it's gonna be a 0-0 because we're gonna be much more cautious. You know, the fact that Potter is gone and players are still gonna be like thinking about all that. And I feel like the fact that Liverpool just got destroyed against City, they also will be in two minds. Should they attack like how they were against United, or should they defend like how they were against like City? So they're gonna BKG as well. Both teams super inconsistent right now. So I think like a 0-0 or 1-1, like a draw.
Mm.
Yeah. Can I just ask one question?
Yeah,
How
go
is
on.
Reece James being compared to Trent Alexander-Arnold? Did you see Trent against City?
Yeah,
He was
he was.
horrendous.
I think this season, everyone now like solidifies and knows. Like even
Yeah.
Liverpool fans know that Trent is not a good. Like, he's a good player, but not a good defender. Whereas
Yeah,
RJ is the best in the world, without a doubt.
yeah. Of course, Reece James has been unfortunate with injuries in the recent seasons, and also I think what has really shown the Trent's weaknesses this season is that Liverpool. I would say Liverpool's weakest point is the midfield. Like in Liverpool's like prime under Klopp, their midfield was like one of the strongest part of the team because they were running everywhere, pressing and winning a ball high off the field and stuff like that. And now they're not doing that. It's been like they've dropped massively, and therefore the defense has the same protection in front of them, and therefore we see both Trent Alexander-Arnold and someone who should not be talked about as one of the league's all-time great centre-back, in my opinion, Virgil van Dijk. You can say that he had one of the best individual seasons as a centre-back, but he should not be considered in the same level as Vidic, same level as Rio Ferdinand, same level as John Terry. He's not up there overall as a centre-back.
I think what it is his actual talent and ability on the ball that stands out more
And
than.
it's more recent bias than anything else as well.
No, but overall, as a player, when you look at him, you can tell he has attributes that the greats don't have. I think that's what stands out about him.
Like
Obviously,
what
recently,
what attributes did he have that John Terry didn't have? Of course, you can say speed.
Speed, yeah, obviously speed is one.
Of course, John Terry didn't need the speed.
Maybe on the ball, I'd say on the ball.
JT was underrated on the ball, as well as his vision and passing as well. I would say John Terry was
obviously Terry had a couple of them, but I don't think that was one of his strongest or best. You know, defending and reading the play was more Terry's game. You know,
yeah,
and obviously battling.
And of course, you have I think it was Michael Ballack or someone like that who said that Van Dijk is lucky he hasn't faced like Fernando Torres, Thierry Henry, and Didier Drogba, those types of forwards. Van Dijk is lucky he hasn't faced those because
he faced Giroud.
Giroud is good, but he's not.
No, but he said the most difficult striker, unexpected one was Giroud, and you have to respect that because
I respect Giroud. He was massively
Champions League winner,
Puskas winner, Europa League winner, World Cup winner,
Ferro's winner. Yeah. Guys, I'm gonna wrap it here, man. I need to go.
Yeah. I was about to say I need to go as well. I'm gonna be up in 4.5 hours.
Enjoy, man. Have a good sleep, man.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna go to bed.
Take care, man.
Take care and
all the best. All the best for us, man. Look after yourself. Thanks for coming on as well, man.
Yeah. Take care, guys.
Like the video, man.
A lovely night, and we will probably speak on Tuesday.
Yes, that is very correct. Take care.
Take care.